Tonight's New Hampshire primary proving to be a repeat of what happened last week in the Iowa caucuses. Fox 5's Sharon Crowley joins us now live in studio with the latest out of New Hampshire. Sharon.
That's right, Steve. New Hampshire voters handily giving frontrunner former President Donald Trump a victory tonight, setting the stage for a rematch between Trump and President Biden. The win, of course, a blow to former South Carolina governor and UN Ambassador Nikki Haley's campaign, whom she said tonight, though, she is not giving up. But first, you'll hear from the former president who took the stage in Nashua just a few minutes ago.
I want to thank everybody. This is a fantastic state.
Republican frontrunner Donald Trump holding on to his commanding lead, winning the New Hampshire Republican primary. His victory coming after his decisive win in Iowa. It also brings him closer to getting the party nomination and a rematch with President Biden.
We've won almost every single poll in the last 3 months against crooked Joe Biden. Almost every poll.
Former South Carolina governor and UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, the loser in this two-person race. She focused on courting independents who are allowed to vote in the Republican primary in New Hampshire.
Now we're the last one standing next to Donald Trump.
Despite coming in third in Iowa and this loss in New Hampshire, Haley says her campaign will move on to the next race.
New Hampshire is first in the nation. It is not the last in the nation. This race is far from over. There are dozens of states left to go. And the next one is my sweet state of South Carolina.
Political analyst David Birdsell says the margin of Haley's defeat and who ended up voting for her may provide insight into the campaign going forward.
You can't win a presidency with Republican votes alone, much less core Republican MAGA voters. You've got to be able to reach a wider audience, both within the party and across party lines, to reach independents and perhaps some relatively more conservative or at least disaffected Democrats. And if New Hampshire is any indication right now, that's a challenge that Donald Trump has yet to figure out how to meet.
Well, Trump's win in New Hampshire did offer some evidence, as you just heard, that he may have a more difficult time in the general election this fall. He didn't carry key groups of swing voters. Haley did better than Trump with moderates and Republican voters and independents. So, Natasha, we'll just have to wait and see.